Let's talk about the pole planter. We are coming here because everyone has been talking about it, and it seems very important to the whole landscape back here in Uganda. First of all, where did the idea come from? What got you guys thinking this much about the pole planter?
We have a client, Salt Engineering Services Limited. So I'd been to their plant. It's a pole treatment plant in Lukazi. So I got curious to find out what they do with the poles after they're treated. They let me know that they do pole planting for the electricity companies. So I'm like, so how do you do this? I got to know it's done manually. It's about 51 plus people a day for just 16 poles. So then got me thinking, we have the backhoe, the JCB backhoe. It's a very versatile machine. It has so many attachments. Can we come up with one that could solve this problem? We go back to the office, I talk to my colleagues, everyone gets involved in this. Then we get David from JCB UK, he comes down, we tell him about it. And he's like, we can do something. So we get to our fabrication department, they come up with a grab. But this grab, we had to use chains and belts to tighten the pole onto the grab. We did a few demos and we noticed it takes longer and it slows down the operator himself and the pole is not firm. So it would bring about safety issues. So David is like, no, we could still work at this and see what to do. After a while, we come up with a hydraulic grab. So it gets it off the ground, it does a 360 turn with it and it places it anywhere.
I want us to go through that procedure once again, because you've told me about how the whole idea came about, which I think is very important in terms of helping so many people out there, whether it's the electrical companies, whether it's the telecommunication companies as well. But take us through how specifically it works. We shall have an opportunity of looking at the machine itself in operation. But from a theoretical perspective, what happens? What starts? How does it go on? And how does the pole get planted?
We could see from this. This is the JCB, the backhoe. So what happens, our grab is placed onto here. It's like a fork. It's placed here, then it holds the pole from the ground. Then it does the twist, the 360 turn. So then the back bucket is taken off. We attach the auger of different sizes. We have the 12-inch, 18, 24, and 36, depending on the pole sizes you want. The depth is a 1 to 1.2 meters, but if you want to dig deeper, we have an attachment for that gives you more depth. Our auger does the fast digging. It digs deep, comes out, shakes off the soil. Then when he's done with the length he wants in, he'll just turn around this very machine, then position the pole in the hole. So this means we like to call it the 1, 2, 3, 4 pole planter. This means one JCB, which is the machine, instead of the 51 laborers. Those are 2 laborers, your operator and the turn boy. Then 3, these are the 3 actions. We have the drill, lift, and place. Then 4, that's 4 poles an hour.
All right, every time we have a machine, we compare how good it is to, the manual labor. And if I could ask you, what's the difference between this pole planter and manual labor in terms of production?
With the pole planter, you plant 4 poles an hour. So our working hours are 8 hours. You have 32 poles a day. So if we compare this to the manual labor, you'll have 16 poles a day. So at the end of the month, you have 800 poles. If you go the manual way, you'll have about 400 or even less than 400 poles. Then, of course, we look at how much you're going to spend on it. So if you have the machine, you're going to have your 2 laborers who you'll have on a monthly pay. Then look at maintenance for the machine and fuel. Fuel is a very important factor. If you look at it on a daily rate or your daily expenditure, you're going to find it much cheaper to use the 2 guys, the machine, and fuel, other than using about 58 people, because you'll have different people to do the digging, the planting, the positioning, and you're going to pay them different prices for their different works.
I mean, new machines come into the market all the time. The bigger question is how we welcome them. Do we actually appreciate the machinery that is coming in? If I could ask you, how well has it been welcomed by the different companies, by the public here?
We had to identify who is going to need the pole planter. these are the electricity companies. We have Wameme, we have the distributing branch, we have the transmission branch, and the different private contractors. So we have approached Wameme, they've come on board. We've approached the private contractors who are subcontracted to do the actual pole planting. I could say they've welcomed it like highly, and most of them are getting into the finances to have this with them.
Priscilla, thank you very, very much. Much appreciated.